Path of the Pilgrim. Kind of an odd name for an exhibition about the collapse.
Whoa.
Wow, impressive lab. There's gotta be a whole bunch of third-degree infractions in this place. Maya must have conducted her secret illegal experiments here. There were a couple of tapes here. Good. I think this is what I need for the womb tank. Feels empty. Appears to be a wireless data reader of some kind. This computer must require some kind of hardware key.
In a dream, I was summoned by the Acer. I had been chosen to create a new god, and her name was Huldra. She would be conjured in my mind, and the creed, at long last, would become manifest. I awoke in tears, and this vision has stuck with me ever since.
This woman doesn't sound very sane.
An AI superintelligence would essentially be indistinguishable from a god. Infinite intelligence leads to infinite knowledge, and by extension, infinite power. Illness, suffering, even death itself could be turned into obsolete concepts. And what is a god, if not one who has reign over life and death?
Yeah, those are conduit ideas, all right. All right, all filled up. All right, red light gone. Must have done the trick. Looks like things are working out okay for you in there. Little, munchkin?
Munchkin?
Oh, shut up.
Makes you think, doesn't it? Seeing a baby like this?
Yeah. It reminds me of everything that happened before.
Same here. But you know, it's not too late.
It is for you, Alex.
It is?
Well, yeah. You're dead.
I am, but you're not. You still have time to make up for what we lost.
I don't know. I'd like that, but the wounds are still fresh.
I know. I hope you'll find a way to heal soon.
Me too. Painful memories. I should head back to Stina.
Ancient England. Right on time.
Councilwoman?
Oh, stop it. That word always makes me feel old. Call me Stina.
All right then, Stina. I have some things to report.
Always straight to the point. You allergic to small talk, kiddo?
Sorry, been a long day. I just want it to be over.
Well, suck it up. I need to vent. Had an argument with a friend today.
Yeah? What about?
Not important, but we ended up going our separate ways. Isn't it funny how quickly things can change?
I guess.
History, trust, respect. Poof. Gone.
I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully you'll get back in touch one day.
Unlikely. Cranky old crones like me tend not to back down on ultimatums.
So, I wanted to share something else. My augmentations grew stronger this morning. The blue is starting to adapt to my psychology.
Blossoming before my very eyes, are ya? Do tell. What new things can you do?
I seem to be able to make people forget things.
I better invite you over then. I've got some things I'd rather forget.
Doesn't seem to work like that. It only affects short-term memory. Can't really pick and choose.
Ah, too bad. You'll improve it, though, with practice. So, how was this recent experience of yours? Quite a ride for a rookie such as yourself, am I right?
Kind of, yeah. Maybe you'd like to explain how it works, in depth?
Sure. As the lab coats over at the Bureau have shown time and time again, no one really knows how the hell blue works.
But that's only on a cellular level, right? We still have some data on the bottom line.
Yeah, but, I mean, look at it like this. Lady Blue is your best friend. She knows what you want, what you need. A slow but deliberate beast. She grows stronger with time, but there's no lying to her, and there's no hiding from her. If you wish to destroy your enemies, she'll give you strength and speed. If you desire knowledge, she'll expand your mind and sharpen your senses. If you want to connect with others, she'll give you an aura of comfort, honesty, and trust. Simply put, Blue is pure liquid power. Now, let's hear your report. I've heard rumors about quite a grisly spectacle in the recycling center. EBOS, huh? Those guys are gonna be a pain to deal with. First, they're well armed. Second, they got pulled with City Hall. Our beloved mayor recently granted their church embassy status.
Wait, what? So they're out of my jurisdiction?
Not quite. It's one of those legal limbos. Sure, you can force your way in without breaking any laws, but they also have the right to defend themselves from unsanctioned intruders.
That's absurd. In other words, they can gun me down without repercussions.
I wouldn't say that. It's kind of a hassle to dispose of your still warm corpse.
Like this case couldn't get any worse.
No. You're an agent. The creme de la creme of the Central Bureau. Time to act like one. Infiltrate and evade, remember? If you do find evidence that these nut jobs are responsible for the killings, we'll get a diplomatic warrant.
All right. I have to be discreet then, and try to get inside without arousing suspicion.
Bingo. And, well, hope they don't already know who you are. That would make things awkward.
Okay then. I'll get some rest and visit the church in the morning.
Good plan, Agent. Dismissed.
You know, the story of Katerina and Carl reminds me so much of what we went through.
Yeah. Similar circumstances, but she put her family above all. She refused to let others decide their future. A part of me wishes we'd done the same. If we were given a new chance, would we take it? Consequences be damned?
I know I would. I'd give anything for another shot.
I'm not sure if I would. It would mean betraying a lot of what I stand for.
I get that. I suppose being dead gives me a different perspective on things.
This can't be healthy. There's that feeling again. Whoa.
Morning, Agent. Dr. Patterson asked me to tell you to meet him in the morgue. He's done with the remains from the recycling center.
All right, thanks. I'll go have a look before I pay Epos a visit.
Well, Leonard, it's been quite gross working with you. Hello again. I've got a present for you, Agent.
Is that so?
Yep, right here on this tray. If you're a fan of minced meat, I've got a bucket full of Leonard out back, too.
I think I'll pass on that one.
Good choice. The seasoning is subpar, to say the least.
You take your jokes way too far, Doctor. Now, what have you found?
Well, obviously, the poor man was shredded. Fortunately for him, it happened when he was already dead.
Yeah, I came to the same conclusion. Can you tell me anything about the cause of death?
Not much with the remains in this state. No signs of toxic substances, but that obviously still leaves a lot of options open.
Noted. So what's this in front of me?
Oh, yes. I noticed a pattern on Leonard's skin. Likely a tattoo. These are all the pieces I could find. Not sure how they fit together, but I kept them in case you wanted to have a look.
All right, I'll check them out. Huh. Looks like Leonard had this symbol tattooed on him. I'll copy it to my notebook. Hi there.
Greetings, and welcome to the Free Church of Epos. If you wish, you can enter our public prayer room to the right for some silent contemplation.
All right, thanks. What about the rest of the church?
The other areas are off limits to non-members.
Oh. Can I become a member then?
Now is not a good time. We're preparing for a special guest who has come a long way. If you return next week, we'll see what we can do.
I understand. Thanks. I wonder if this special guest can help somehow.
Oh, you're back.
Sure am. You don't need to worry. I replaced the canister yesterday. The baby was fine.
You have no idea how much that means to me. Thank you.
You're welcome. Hey there. How are you holding up?
Oh, you again. I'm doing okay. Any luck with the case?
Some. Have time for more questions?
I suppose.
I'm looking for a traveler headed for the Church of Epos. Seen anyone like that?
The only person I can think of is that hooded woman sitting over there.
She might be the one I'm looking for. Thanks. I'll let you get back to your drink.
Okay, good luck out there.
Hi there.
Hello, stranger.
Newcomer, right? What brings you to town?
Is it that obvious? I'm here for matters of the faith, you could say.
I understand. Well, best of luck with that. So, have you heard about the storm?
I have, yes. It's the talk of the town. I'm glad I made it before it hit.
Oh yeah, that must be quite a relief. I need to get out of sight first.
Greetings.
Welcome, Reverend. We've been expecting you. Step right through.
Looks like a timeline of how the EPO seals changed over the years. No way. It's the tattoo design. That must mean Leonard is a member of EPOs. Or, well, he was, at some point at least. I'll get rid of the sketch, now that I've identified the symbol.
Oh, hello, Reverend. Sorry about the noise. The assembly hall is to your right, past the locker room.
Thank you.
It says LD on this box right here. That's gotta be Leonard Dahl. Locked, obviously. Got a written piece of paper. Grandmaster Otto. If you are reading this, it means that I have failed. I'm sorry, but I didn't want to involve the church unless absolutely necessary. My brother has some things for you. They will be self-explanatory. I told him to only give them up to the person who repeats the famous quote from my favorite book. I'm sure you remember. Blessings from Leonard, your most humble and loyal servant. Seems like Leonard was up to something shady. I'll have to find his brother and figure out what the quote is. Let's see if this works.
What the heck?
That should keep him busy for a while. Some kind of metal workshop, with a few men working on what looks like construction materials. The room is a dead end, so I'll avoid it. Locked. Damn. Ugh, it's stuck. All right, it's loose now.
Six new members over the last month. The Bacarbo parish is also doing better now.
They managed to resolve their financial difficulties?
Oh yes, Elsa is doing great work there. Sending her on our behalf was the right call. That brings us to the subject of these horrid murders.
Vile acts, for certain. I pray that the church will stay clear of any blame.
Why shouldn't it? We had nothing to do with those atrocities.
I know that, old friend. But surely our enemies will not ignore an opportunity like this.
I suppose so. Our violent past coming back to haunt us.
Sadly, the fact that one of our people was victimized will inevitably draw eyes upon the church.
Yes, maybe it's in our best interest to invite the police as a gesture of good faith.
It would certainly show them that we have nothing to hide.
Very well. Let's bring the subject to a vote at the council tonight.
At the very least, it seems like the church leadership didn't sanction the murders. I'll wait a bit and see if they leave.
Welcome, visitor. Special Agent, Violent Crimes, Central Bureau.
Oh, it's you again. The man from the train.
Indeed. I never forget a face, but I'm afraid I didn't catch your name.
It's Agent England.
Ah, I am Vilgut. I assume you are aware of our legal status.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm not here to cause any trouble. Just trying to do my job.
Why would you cause trouble? That sounds quite unnecessary.
Well, if, let's say, you were sheltering a murderer, I would have no choice.
Good thing there are no murderers here, then, for all parties involved.
Yeah, I overheard what you said to that priest. It's clear to me that you had nothing to do with the killings.
That's a relief. With that unpleasantry taken care of, perhaps I can be of assistance.
What's your take on the conduit?
Oh, those heretics? Haven't heard anything of them in many years. As far as I know, they are firmly confined to the ash heap of history by now.
Some might argue with that. Your church has a violent past with them, hasn't it?
There's no denying that. We fought many battles with their kind in the youth of our movement.
And now?
Don't be absurd. They are practically eradicated, and we have been a peaceful group for decades.
What do you think about their teachings, then?
Certainly dangerous doctrines if left unchecked. The conduit believes humans will create God in their image, instead of the other way around. In their folly, they forget that humans are flawed, and that their creations will inevitably inherit those flaws. The false God they aspire to create may demand sacrifices they're not prepared for.
So Leonard Dahl, one of your members, was killed yesterday.
I had a feeling your inquiry would lead us to him.
Can you think of anyone who would want him dead?
No. He was a loyal member of the church for many years. Kind of a loner, but always helpful and polite. He did have a strangeness to him, though. A look in his eyes like he was stuck in perpetual contemplation. It seemed as if he was constantly on the verge of, but never quite able to reach, some sort of profound revelation.
Any hint of a violent side to him?
No. To my knowledge, Leonard never committed any violence, nor did he express any desire to do so.
This church, EPOS, what are your teachings?
At our core, we are an Orthodox Christian church. We believe in the one true God and His only Son, Jesus Christ.
And what sets your group apart from other Christians?
Two things. The reverence of the essential humanity in each and every one of us, and our stalwart opposition to false idols. Prior to the collapse, the great flood of our time, we arose as a reaction to the disgraceful habits of that era. The widespread worship of anything and everything but God. Wealth, fame, mindless pleasure. The sickening mutilation of our bodies to the point where some were more machine than human. And the worst of all, the pursuit of AI superintelligences. False gods that humans aspire to construct for themselves. We oppose it all for the glory of our Creator and the salvation in our future.
And how do you go about preventing people from worshipping these false gods?
Not by violence, if that's what you're implying. Such things belong to the past.
So it's just a coincidence that the only armed man I've seen in Nordson was right behind your doors?
Sadly, the world is still in a state where men with guns are a necessary evil. However, no laws have been broken. We have every right to bear arms.
Do you know what kinds of books Leonard liked to read?
One book he borrowed frequently was The Kingdom of God is Within You. In fact, it still hasn't been returned. It should be among his estate.
Would you be able to say if he had any favorite quotes from that book?
No, you should ask someone who spent more time with him.
Fine, I'll do that. What kind of book is it anyway?
It's about non-violence, to summarize.
Got it. Thanks. Do you know who Leonard Dahl's brother is?
I believe his name is Rolf. Quite a shady character, if you ask me.
Oh, the gardener, right?
Yes, that's him.
That's all, for now.
Understood. I'll be here if you have more inquiries.
Oh, the passage led back here. Good. Since I left the door unlocked behind me, I'll be able to come back the same way. Hello, Rolf.
Hey, look, I'm pretty busy here. Not really a good time to talk.
This can't wait. You heard about your brother, right?
It's a small town, what do you think?
Sorry about your loss, but I really need to ask you some questions.
Fine.
I'm sorry, Rolf, but I have to ask you about your brother's death.
I know, and I wish I had something to give you, but I don't know what happened.
So you have no idea who'd want to kill Leonard?
It's gotta be the nutjob who killed those other people, right?
It's possible, but far from certain. When was the last time you talked to your brother?
A week and a half ago, or so.
Okay, how did he seem? What did you two discuss?
He was his usual self, but what we talked about is private.
Look, every little detail matters. What he said could be the key to finding his killer.
I'm not gonna betray his trust. If you want to arrest me, go ahead. But that's all I'm gonna say.
What can you tell me about the Church of Epos? I know for a fact that your brother was a member.
So? That's not a crime.
Come on, Rolf, work with me. Don't you want me to catch your brother's killer?
Yes, he was a member, but I'm not. I spent 10 years trying to get him out of that place.
Why would you do that?
Because he changed. He became this sullen, slow, serious, fucking block of a person. He used to be so full of life, you know? I know he died just yesterday, but the Leonard I grew up with, he's been dead for a long time.
I understand, Rolf. Thanks for sharing. That's it, for now.
Good.